All right, guys, tonight is going to be special. We are not going to do the normal worship time teaching news wrap up sort of after all. We're going to be doing a game night tonight. So, I have several games for you to choose from. I'm quite excited. Here you go. Here's your game list. 7 different games to pick from. I can explain if you guys have questions about which game is what, or well, not which game is what, but what each game is. I can fill you in. But go ahead and throw your votes into the chat. If you would like to play game number 1, put a 1 in chat, so on and so forth. And we'll see which game we play first. This is what passes for background music. Vote now. Boom. All right, we have our first game. We are going to go ahead and play Surviving, or How to Survive 2020. Here we go. All right, How to Survive 2020 is a trivia game. It basically is going to present you with a survival situation. You have to describe for us how it is you're going to survive that given survival situation. Once you give us your answer, then we're going to compare it against the answer from the experts. Okay, so we'll just give you one scenario at a time. You give us the answer. Once everyone's given their answer, then we'll go ahead and throw up on the screen the expert's answer, and we can see how you did. So, scenario numero uno. How do you defend yourself from a shark? How do you defend yourself from a shark? Question number 1. Go ahead and type in your answers now. I know there are movies regarding surviving a shark, and as far as I know, giant boats do not save you. Tornadoes will somehow feature, and I'm pretty sure that they have long memories and remember exactly who it was that tried to throw a spear at them when they were a child shark. Like that's how sharks work according to pop culture, as far as I can tell. That, and if a drop of blood gets in the ocean, then all sharks suddenly gain like superpowers of tracking, and they can like leap through the air to catch you off guard. Also, by the way, this is not like a mega shark or some sort of prehistoric behemoth that could swallow your boat whole. This is a real shark that we are talking about, one that is about your size, possibly smaller, possibly larger. Okay, looks like we got 2 answers. Still waiting on the girls. Come on, girls. How do you survive? Or no, not survive. How do you defend yourself from a shark? We've got so far blunt force to the schnoz. I like that one. Then we've got try to swim away, and if you can't swim away, blunt force to the schnoz, or shoes, as the case may be. Let's see. Lily, you can't just say I don't know. That's not an answer. I have to teach my 4-year-old this right now. She keeps answering all these questions with I don't know. That's not an answer. I'm sorry. That's a failure to answer. This is an opinion question. It's just, you just figure it out. Feed myself. So does that mean like eat the shark? Is that what that implies? All right, so we are playing a game, Caleb. It is called How to Survive 2020. We present you with a survival scenario, and then you tell us your opinion, how you survive this, and then we look at the expert answer to see how close you got. Ooh, eyes and gills. Okay, stay calm, eyes and gills. That's an interesting answer. Very nice. So actually, Remix has given 2 answers here. First, he said to try to swim away, and if you can't swim away, blunt force trauma to the schnoz. Or not trauma, sorry, just blunt force to the schnoz. And then hit the eyes and gills. Peach says the opposite. What would be the opposite? Feed myself. Oh, like feed yourself to the shark? Just say, you know what? This is how I defend myself. Please eat me. Is that your answer, Peach? I'm not sure that's a a great answer, but it is an answer. I can't deny that. All right, beat up the shark and then ride it and be awesome. These are all very good answers. Let's see what the expert answer is. 5 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the experts say use sharp, repeated jabs to the eyes or gills. Don't punch the nose. It's a common misconception. Well done. Landon, I think, is the one who just nailed that. I mean, he did give 2 answers, so I don't know if you want to judge that correctly or not. But, it was the right answer. It was the right answer. Even if it was his second answer, it was the right answer. Okay, so if you guys said to hit it on the nose, I'm sorry, that is a 0-point answer. But if you said eyes or gills, or maybe you can have half credit if you say beat 'em up. There, Caleb, you can have half credit. Go ahead and keep track of your own points. It is the honor-bound system. If you don't keep your points correctly and honestly, then I think seppuku is one of those weird options in an honor-bound system. The other one is to simply send me $20 in the mail. That is another option. There will be a game where Google is allowed. I would say in this one, do not Google. This is a no Google game. There is a game on the list. Let's see, the Codebreaker. Codebreaker, you are allowed to Google because each code involves 3 different questions, and it's all about speed, not really about knowing things. And so, if you can Google faster than someone, that's legit. You'll just win, and that's okay. We'll accept that. So, in this case, however. Where's my control panel? I've lost my control panel. There we go. Okay. In this game, however, no Google. Okay, here we go. Next question. How do you escape killer bees? How do you escape killer bees? I have so many joke answers, but I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to throw something out there and find out that's actually what someone was going to say. So I'm not going to say anything. There's no jokey answers. I'm going to wait to see what you guys say. Let's see. How do you escape killer bees? That's the only way. I don't know what way you're referring to, Caleb. Get underwater. Ooh, that's a good one. I like get underwater. That's a great answer. Maybe that's not the only answer, though, because what if there's no water around? What if you find yourself in a big dry field with killer bees? Then what? There's probably other things you could try. Or not try. Some of these answers are going to be both what you should do and what you should not do, and you guys are welcome to answer one or both, whichever thing you think you know. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, what shouldn't you do to escape killer bees? And what should you do? Both are valid. Of course, you could probably take the shouldn't a little too far if you think about it. Freeze the bees. Is that an option? Shut yourself into a walk-in freezer. Run to the Arctic. Is that a valid option? I don't know. Just don't freeze under water. Okay. All right, we need more answers. If Jeremiah is the only one who answers, he gets all the credit. How do you escape killer bees? Oh, don't move? That's all you meant by freeze? Jump in the water, run as fast as you can. Love it. Good answer, Peach. Come on, we're waiting on Landon and Lily. I know you guys got some real answers. Oh, and Caleb didn't even really answer. Okay, here's Landon's. Run, shield vulnerable areas, do not swat, get indoors as fast as you can, do not jump into water. So I'm a little curious, Landon. Are you Googling? Because you're getting very close with these and also very detailed. Like, these are not short little answers. These are incredibly complex answers. So if this was a Google, it's your last one. No more Google. Do not sweat? How do you keep from sweating? Is that an option? Teach me, Jeremiah. I want to learn. I want to be a not sweating person. Landon, are you just this knowledgeable? I am impressed. If there is no Googling going on, just the fact that you can rattle off 5 different things in a list, I'm blown away. Even if I knew the answer, like from memory, I don't think I could get 5 things down on the page. Oh, he read do not swat as do not sweat. That's great. Yes, don't sweat. Just hold it in. Hold it in. It's like not peeing, right? It's like when there's no bathroom around, you just hold it in. Same thing with sweat. Just hold it. Clench those sweat glands. Wonder what would happen if you could actually do that. Would your skin like start to balloon? What would it do? Okay, 5 seconds. We're waiting a long time on this, Lily and Peach. Oh no, Peach actually answered. Peach totally answered. Sorry. We're waiting 5 seconds, Lily, and then your time is up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's time. Oh, Emily's in chat. Hi, Emily. All right, here's the correct answer. Run, cover your eyes and nose, do not swat the bees. Crushed bees emit a scent that actually attracts more bees. It's very much like ants in that regard. A lot of hive-like insects, large group insects, they have this ability to smell their fallen comrades. And if you crush one, they will come looking like, what the heck happened? So kudos, Landon. Oh my gosh, you got this one in spades. I think you may have even done better than my slides. Okay, next survival situation. How do you escape a moving car? I will elaborate. You are in a car. You suddenly want to leave the car. The car will not stop for some reason. How do you exit the car while it is in motion and also survive the exiting of the car that is in motion? Okay, so we're not covering how do you get the door open. We're not covering how do you make the car stop. This is purely how do you get out of the car at speed and not die. Go. You jump out and roll, says Peach. Open door, jump out. Tuck and roll, says Emily. Roll. Don't move and hope for the best. That's a great answer, Lily. Open the trunk, crawl out through the back seat, tuck and roll. These are all really good answers. Okay, has anyone not answered? Peach answered? Caleb answered. Landon didn't answer. Landon, if you have a 6-point list of exactly what you should do, I'm going to be so over impressed. Okay. Here we go. We got to speed this up. Sorry, Landon. Just hit enter, okay? Just put what you got. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jump to the next car. I actually like that one. That's good. Okay, here we go. Correct answer. Oh, there we go. Apply the emergency brake. Open the car door. Very nice. Expert answer. Tuck your head, arms, and legs and jump. I'm not really sure how you tuck your legs while jumping. Someone wants to diagram that for me or reenact it, send me a video. I would love that. Aim for a soft landing spot and roll when you land. Yeah, basically tuck and roll if you want to make it nice and short. So I think most of you guys got points on that one. That was great. Okay, what is next? How do you escape a charging bull? Okay, so the bull's already charging. This is the premise. Okay, we're not talking about like a bull that's just standing there. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the bull is already coming at you at speed. How do you escape? What do you do? Jump the fence. That's not bad. Okay, I could see that. There are often fences nearby. Maybe not every time, and maybe you didn't know this paddock had a bull in it. You got to the middle and then you found out. I don't know. But yeah, jumping a fence, totally helpful. A lot of bulls don't like ramming through fences, despite their weight and their ability. It is still very painful and they don't want to. So maybe jumping a fence would help. Anybody else? Any other answers? What could you do when the bull is already charging to try and escape? Answer now. Now. Press the button. Go. Do not move. Ooh, interesting. Grab the rodeo clown. Don't look. Don't move. Don't say anything. Don't look. This could work. This could work. This could also just mean you die silently. That is also possible. And also without seeing what happens. Blind death. Is that a thing? I feel like that should be a thing. All right, guys, last few seconds. Offer the clown as a sacrifice. Yes, that is a strong possibility. Okay. Let's see. Here we go. 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Not move. Now, does that mean really, really don't move? Or like the opposite of not move, like a double negative, like you should move. Okay, anyways, here's the expert answer. Do not move. Remove your shirt or other article of clothing and throw it. Bulls react to movement. So if the shirt or other article of clothing is moving more than you are, the bull will go for it before it realizes what it's doing. It tracks the movement more than it tracks the shape. This is actually why you'll see matadors using those red sheets, capes, whatever they're called. It's not because the bulls want to hit the thing. It's because they can make it move and themselves look like they're not because they're standing behind it. So they can step out of the way, do that little movement, but the bull won't see it. They're covering the movement, and then as they move the curtain off to one side away from them, then the bull goes after that. So you just kind of reenact that, but with whatever you've got lying around. So well done. Okay, next up, how do you survive your phone falling in the toilet? Dun dun dun! This could be the end for you. I mean, let's be real. This might be the hardest one to survive yet. I don't know. Maybe not. Dive in after it. Get a snorkel. Get on in there. That's what you do. Toilet snorkel. It's a real invention. It's actually for gas attacks. So you probably shouldn't look that up. Seriously though, toilet snorkel is a real thing that was sold to survive building fires and gas attacks where the air around you will kill you, like, smoke inhalation or whatnot. And you stick the snorkel up the toilet to far enough to get to the septic pipes where there is an air supply coming in through the sewer system or the septic system. And even though those fumes are awful, they won't kill you as fast as like smoke from fire. What? The more you know. Okay, you don't need to do anything to survive. He claims you'll just live without a phone? I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm not sure that's true. There could be some lies being spread in this chat. It's possible. Different kind of gas attack. Yeah. Be mad at your mom for putting a toilet there. Ugh, the nerve. Putting a toilet right where I was going to drop my phone. She should have known better. Moms installing toilets everywhere. Just, what were they thinking? I don't even know sometimes. Yep. Caleb's right. Jeremiah, have you met kids today? Have you met the youth of our day? I'm not sure they would survive. I'm really not sure. Okay. We're going to go ahead with 5 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Em is right. If we had landlines, every phone that drops in a toilet would be easy to recover. You just grab the cord and pull it back out of the toilet. Super duper easy. Ooh, here we go. Number 1, get the phone out ASAP. Number 2, turn it off. Number 3, take off the case. Number 4, shake it out. Number 5, remove as many components as possible. Number 6, clean the phone. These are all good and basically correct. The last thing would be to encase it in some sort of drying agent. If you can get a professional drying agent like silica gel or couscous in a pinch will work. You guys have all heard about rice. Rice works too. The drier the grain, the better. And rice typically is not fully dried because it actually damages the rice's texture. So an even drier grain like couscous that's low in dust is also very, very good. I guess couscous isn't a grain, it's a green product, whatever. You get the idea. But yes, Jeremiah, you were very accurate, but wrong, kind of, depending on, a certain point of view. Okay, next survival situation. How do you survive a tornado? How do you survive a tornado? Wingsuit, not a valid option. As it turns out, if you ride in a wingsuit during a tornado, you will be pelted with so many bits of debris, it will be like getting shot in a war zone or something. You'll just be pummeled to death. So no wingsuits. Underground, that's good. That's good. If you don't know what Google is, go Google it. Very smart, Caleb. Underground, we got 2 undergrounds. Okay, okay. Anybody else? I should have just stuck a timer on here in the slide, so it's like. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, we're going to go ahead and call it 5 seconds. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Correct answer. Find shelter, preferably in a basement. Very nice. Avoid windows and get under a mattress or table. Why do you get under a mattress or table? Because things are going to land on you. And you want something that will spread that weight across your whole body rather than just like punching you or piercing you. So you need it to be thick enough or sturdy enough and just big. You want big thing you can hold up with your whole body strength, like a table or a mattress. Very nice. Well done. Yes, ditches do work. If you're not in a house and you're not near a house, a ditch actually does work. You should still try and get something to cover the top of the ditch. The ditch will help because the wind won't be able to pick you up, which is good, but you do need some form of cover so you don't get a concussion. Even if you get hit with something really hard, like it'll be like you got kicked or punched, but if something hits you in the head, you might not be getting up on your own. So yeah, definitely find stuff to cover yourself up with. Okay, next up, how do you escape a mountain lion? Mountain lion. I heard some pretty sweet stories from paradisians up the hill. I don't know if many of you guys have lived in paradise or in mountain lion territory. But there are some very interesting stories of mountain lions from our little neck of the woods. Lily says, just do what everyone says not to do. Those are things you didn't list. So, huh? Catnip. Very good answer. Just take your little handy pouch of catnip that you keep with you at all times and chuck it and then run in the other direction. Try to look as large as you can or throw rocks at it. You know, if that's the answer, I will be surprised because throwing rocks at a wild animal is generally a bad idea all of the time. I don't even care if it's a gecko. Like, it's a bad idea. Get in his face. Get in there. I would love to see Lily encounter a mountain lion and watch her get in its face. I want her to survive, but I also just really want to see that. Stay calm, don't move, and by all means, do not sweat. That's right. Mountain lions can smell fear. They can smell it. Don't sweat. Just hold it. Hold it in. Like the pee on a road trip. Hold it in. I have seen a mountain lion stay in a group. I have seen a mountain lion. I'm thinking that's a comma after mountain lion. Stay in a group, comma, wave your arms around, comma, implied and tell him he's dumb. Yeah, me too. Like it says, it shows that you're not prey. Ah, very smart. The answer is stand still, hold your ground, wave your hands, shout, and try to look bigger than you are. Da, da, da. It's kind of like what all of you said combined. You guys did it. Together, we are stronger, and we can survive mountain lion attacks. It's amazing. Okay, next one. How do you survive a nuclear fallout? Now, if you don't know what a nuclear fallout is, it's a thing that happens after a nuclear blast. So we are not talking about surviving le blast. We're assuming you survived the blast, and now we're talking about the fallout. That is the radiation, all the irradiated dust particles and stuff. I don't know what else there is in Fallout. I haven't really studied this too much, to be honest, because I just assume if the bomb drops, I die. That's my assumption. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it'll be from a power plant leak. Okay, maybe. I don't know. So, Fallout, duh. Oh, where you got your answer. Got it. Underground, like in Fallout. Okay, cool. Got it. Ooh, yeah. So yeah, get in a shelter, preferably underground. I don't know, man. Sorry, not sorry. That's how Lily would say it if she was here. She'd say it like that. I don't know, man. Sorry, not sorry. That is my Lily impression. Okay. Landon says try to find other people and get in a bunker. If that's not available, be in a concrete building as sealed as possible. Ooh, concrete building. Interesting. Let's see. You know. Sorry, Lily. I think everyone knows that's not what you sound like. Okay. Final answers locked in. 5 seconds remaining. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ba-da-da. Remain calm. Find shelter in a large building made of stone, brick, or concrete. Keep windows closed and wait for rescue. That is correct. You want as little air from the outside world coming into your little world. So you want to be as sealed off as possible. Running out of oxygen is not easy to do. Mythbusters has done some tests on sealed room scenarios, and air in a room can help you survive for days without needing new air. Now, that doesn't mean it's the healthiest thing for you, and in normal circumstances you want fresh air, but if the outside air has irradiated dust in it and just there's radiation out there, you want as little of that getting in your lungs as you possibly can. So seal up that building. And the thicker the walls, the more solid the walls, like stone, brick, and concrete, the less radiation that's just going to cast straight through the wall. A building with 2x4s and drywall is not going to stop that much radiation. It's just not. Okay. How do you survive cooties? I've been down here at UC Davis Medical Center for a little while now, and I got to tell you, of all the wards that they have, like cancer ward, brain trauma ward, all that, the cootie ward is easily the saddest one to walk into. It really, really is sad. So many people that, really should have just known better. They should have known better. That's what it comes down to. And it's a shame. It's a real shame. So it's important. It's important to get educated about cooties and to keep up on it. You can't let it lapse. You can't let it lapse. You wouldn't want to lose a friend to cooties, would you? Come on, guys. I'm not seeing even like one good answer. Get married. Let's get real. Okay? Let's get real. What are you supposed to do when you're in 6th grade? Huh? Huh, Jeremiah? Huh? What then? What then? I don't know. I don't think, Peach, that kissing is a way to survive cooties. I think that's literally one of the ways you get cooties. Pretty sure. Okay, guys. If murder is the only thing you can come up with, then that's not really a survival method, is it? Not a survival method, if you think about it. Murder is never the answer, really. I mean, if you think about it. Unless, like, the question was, what is a bad thing? Then maybe the answer would be murder to that particular question. All right, guys. 5 seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The correct answer is the one that Emily gave. Well done. Well done. You got to get a cootie shot, guys. You gotta get that cootie shot. A friend's got to use their finger to trace circles and dots while chanting circle, circle, dot, dot. Now you've got the cootie shot. Go get a cootie shot today. Don't end up in the cootie ward at the hospital. Guys, you gotta get educated, okay? Gotta Get educated. Okay, next thing. Number 10. How do you escape quicksand? In this premise, you have already walked into the quicksand, but you've only just walked into the quicksand, okay? So you haven't been in there like forever. You've just been in there long enough to notice, I've walked into some quicksand. Would you look at that? What do you do next? How do you escape? Play with the quicksand? Hey mom, look, I'm sinking, but it's fun. Yep. That is what the experts say. Just enjoy it. Enjoy the whole way down. Have fun. Have fun. Don't move or struggle, says Caleb. That's how you escape? You escape by not moving. Does that work in any other circumstance? I mean, maybe. I can't think of one. Run as fast as you can with your legs in quicksand. Ooh, yes, that might work. Stay still, relax, use small kicking motions to free yourself. Rolls right off the tongue. Everyone knows that song, right? If you're standing, shuffle to the edge. Shuffle. That's what I always do when I'm sinking. I shuffle. I think call for help and don't move. Oh, that's a pretty good one. Okay, call for help. According to every movie I've ever seen, I believe you have a friend throw you a large snake. That is accurate. Why is it that people can't tell the difference between vines and snakes in a tense situation? Like every other situation in life, every other time in life, there's a snake, there's a vine, you look at them and you go, huh, that one's a snake. As soon as there's any stress involved, suddenly snake vine identification is just like right out the window. Gone. There is no way to tell. It could be a snake, it could be a vine. I don't know. You just can't tell. Okay, guys, 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is stay calm, do not struggle, gently flop, not shuffle. Come on, Jeremiah. Flop slowly onto your back. Pull your lower legs out of the sand and roll to safety. Now, this does present you with a challenge, which is how do you keep your face out of the quicksand? And the answer is neck muscles. Neck muscles. So if you want to survive quicksand, start exercising your neck. You heard it here first, folks. All right, how do you survive an avalanche? Snow's coming down the mountain. It's just about to catch up with you. You are trapped right there in front of that snow, and now it's surrounding you. What do you do to survive? This is not an escape question. This is a survive question. Yes, just like summer camp, Caleb. That is exactly how you get out of quicksand. You have to do the flop. Can you please make that video? Help, I'm trapped in some quicksand. Someone yells to you, quick, do the flop. And then you start flopping, and the quicksand does it too, and there's a dance party, and everybody's happy, and you made friends with the quicksand pit. That's probably how it works, right? Dig a hole in the ground. Well, that could work. You might have a hard time finding the ground when there's so much snow. I mean, I'm sure it's possible. Got a stat put? Lily's like, sorry, I don't have an answer. I have a life. All right, giant hamster ball? Yes, please. I want to see that one. Is that a Jackie Chan movie yet? Because if it's not yet, it should be now. Get under a ledge? Okay. Cliff face. Isn't that like a slander you can say about someone? You big cliff face. Okay, here we go. We are going to move on. 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Using a freestyle swimming motion, stay on top of the snow. That is apparently how you survive. Snow caves are cool after the avalanche has subsided, but During the avalanche, you gots to swim, yo. Gotta swim through that snow. That's what you call your friend Clifford. Clifface? Clifford Clifface? That sounds logical. All right, guys, that was How to Survive 2020. If you've got a friend that you would like to be playing games with you tonight, invite them now. We are going to pick our next game. Y'all ready? Here we go. Your game list. We're going to go ahead and cross off How to Survive 2020. And you guys can go ahead and pick another game. Go ahead and vote by number. Just stick the number to chat of the game you would like to play. And we'll play that one next. If it, gets the most votes. Being first to vote is not what makes it happen. Jeremiah says number 2, teen slang. Caleb's being lame? All right, who stole Caleb's phone? Hunter's too old. What? Oh, can't text Hunter because Hunter's too old. No, text him. Tell him to come in here anyways. Come watch with us. Come play with us. All right, so we got to vote for 2, a vote for 6, a vote for 1, a vote for 7. We need some double up. Okay, so we've got teen slang from Caleb. Teen slang from Jeremiah. T-O-O and Jeremiah. Oh, so that's actually 3. It's actually 3 for teen slang. Okay, so teen slang is next. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for some team slang. All right, teen slang. In the game of teen slang, we are going to show you a slang phrase at the bottom of the screen, okay? And there'll be a definition at the top. So I know this is a little odd, but the definition will come first. The slang will be at the bottom. But some of these slangs are completely made up. They've never existed before tonight. They've never been uttered by anyone. They are completely invented. The other ones are real teenager slang, but they come from a decade you were not a teenager in. You catch my drift there? It's going to be teenage slang from 1910, teenage slang from 1930, teenage slang from 1970, teenage slang from 1980. So only spoken by teenagers in that decade. But you won't really know unless you can guess good or you remember some of these from some weird movie or something, because, I don't even think Emily and I were teenagers during the eras of any of the ones that are in this quiz. So you must identify whether the slang is radical, meaning correct, true, real, someone actually said it at some points, or bogus if you think that it is completely made up and we're just pulling your leg. Jeremiah says his knowledge of TV is going to pay off. We shall see. All right, this is a slang for a sweetheart, a girl or boyfriend, someone you're dating or stuck on, and the slang is, who's your hootie? Is this a radical slang or is it bogus? Cast your votes now. Jeremiah seems to think this one is radical. He's like, what? Yeah, who's your hootie? Is that a real slang that teenagers once said, or is that a completely made up slang? So radical if you think it's real, bogus if you think it is fake and made up. Who's your hootie? Okay, we've got 2 radicals and a bogus. Lily's like, I'm just texting my friends. All right, 5 more seconds. Come on, Landon, you can throw an answer in this ring. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hootie was my neighbor across the street in Paradise. Was he an owl? Oh, the correct answer is radical. This is literally like from the 2000s, guys. It's like not even that old. But it's older than you guys. And it's younger than me and Emily. So none of us were teenagers during that time. Jeremiah, when were you a teenager? I'm not even sure. But it was radical. Okay, next teen slang. This one means all right, cool, things are well. Okay, and the slang is everything Jake out there? Is that radical or bogus? Give it to me straight, y'all. Give it to me straight. 2012 to 2018, you were a teenager? Wow, that seems too recent to be real. That's just wild. Alrighty. We've got a bogus and a bogus and an I don't know. It's literally one word answers, Lily. You could guess radical every time or bogus every time, and you'd be right half of the time. 'Tis bogus, says the Jeremiah, and Emily says never. Although I don't really know what that means. What does never mean, Emily? She never? I'm so confused. Okay, 5 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I get it now. Okay, here's the correct answer. It is radical. It's from 1910, ladies and gentlemen. The 1910s. That would be from 1910 to 1919, which is a very long time ago. But apparently, this was a thing. Is everything Jake out there? I don't know if this came from like UK slang or if this was all American or whatnot, but like I've never heard of it before. It is impressively old, so that would explain it. Okay, here we go. This slang means someone who has no clue. They don't know what's going on. And the slang phrase is, you guys are all the red... How do you pronounce that? Redgren Grumholt of Reddit. You guys are all the Redgren Grumholt of Reddit. It means someone who has no clue, they don't know what's going on. Is that radical or bogus? Give me your answers now. We got one radical. Emily says that Jeremiah was never a teenager. This is largely true. As far as I can recall, Jeremiah remained a child for an extended period of time, about halfway through the teenage years, and then immediately became an adult. Just snap, all of a sudden, somewhere around the age of 15 and a half. Sounds like an old guy using slang. Well, that's what it actually means. It means someone who has no clue. So you might actually say this to make it clear that the person who you're saying it about is the person who doesn't understand slang. So it's an intentionally hard to understand slang. Okay, Caleb says radical. Peach says radical. I'm gonna wait for at least one more answer. Come on. One more. It is far too specific to be bogus, therefore it must be radical, but it must then be bogus. Very interesting. He's trying to logic it out. Okay, here we go. 5 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the correct answer is bogus. It is just a mishmash of syllables, guys. Redgren Grumholt? That's like Harry Potter and Channel 9 mixed together. Of Reddit, it's just so entirely constructed. Jeremiah was sadly correct. All right, next up. This means the greatest of all time. And the phrase is, that Billy was the goat. That Billy was the goat. Is that radical or bogus? I just realized that I haven't been able to be on screen like this whole stinking time. So I'm going to go ahead and pop myself right down there. Hi, guys. I'm a tiny little floating head. Woo. See if I can get that pretty close to the bottom there. All right. That Billy was the goat. Radicalicious, says Jeremiah. This game is too cringy for me. Yeah, it is. It is pretty darn cringy. I can't blame you there, Caleb. It's very cringy. But is that Billy the goat? That's the question. Is that radical or is that bogus? You tell me. You tell me, Caleb. You tell me. Emily thinks this is a 50s slang. Should I like dance or something? Is there anything more cringy than what we are currently doing? This game is the goat. Peach says radical. Emily says radical. Caleb thinks it's radical. The answer is radical. Yeah, totally. Goat was used frequently in the aught tens. Is that how you say that? I don't even know. The 2010s. Yeah. Goat, greatest of all time. All right, next up. This slang means someone who dances well. Someone who dances well. And the slang is, he may be a nerd, but he sure is one ducky shin cracker. I can't say that any better. I practiced that one a little bit. All right, guys. What do you think? What do you think? Ducky shin cracker. Is that radical or is that bogus? Caleb calls bogus. What do you guys think? Gonna take at least 3 answers. You gotta hurry now. I want to play more games. Same logic as Redgren Grumholt, therefore bogus. Jeremiah with the logic. All right, what else do we see? One more answer at least. Hurry, answers, hurry. All right, 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the answer is radical. Yeah, this one's actually from the 1940s. They were some kooky kids back then. Ducky shin cracker. Real slang. It means someone who really, really knows how to dance. So, to all you ducky shin crackers out there, kudos. Even if you are a nerd. All right, next slang. This one means definitely. Definitely. Okay, here it is used in a full-on sentence. She, Hundo P, knew she would pass the English exam. The piece in question here is Hundo P. Is this a real slang? Did people, real people, ever really say this? Is it that radical or is it bogus? You tell me. Aw, that's so sad. Landon, did you like fall behind on the time? Like you were watching, but you were behind us? That's really a bummer. Sorry, Landon. All right. We've got a bogus, a bogus, a bogus. I'm not too sure radical from Emily. Okay, and it makes no sense, therefore it must be radical. It is a teen slang. We're not just talking slangs here, we're talking teen slangs. All right, so we've got a radical, 3 bogai. That is the plural of bogus, right? As far as, maybe we just made a slang. Enough boguses, you got a bogai. Okay, and the answer is radical. Yeah, totally. Hundo P is a thing. It means 100%. Hundo P. That is a real slang, ladies and gents. All right. Here we go. Next slang. This one means someone who knows how to rap well. The honey rhyme lumper. In a sentence, it is, yo, my man Drake is a honey rhyme lumper. What do you say? Is this radical or bogus? Did real people really say it or not? You tell me. Honey rhyme lumper. Is it radical or is it bogus? I got 1 radical and several what? I think that might have been for the last one, though. Not really sure. Bogurt. Bogurt? Is that like you buy the yogurt cup and then you get home and you open it and it's actually cottage cheese inside? And you're like, hey, I wanted yogurt, but I got Bogurt. All right, we got a radical, a bogus. Yeah, that sounds like someone trying to make up false slang. So going with bogus. Daniel, did you get that meme I sent you? I don't know. Maybe. Where did you send it? Did you send it to the ether? Did you send it to my email? Oh yes, the cringy man. He's so cringy. The cringiest. Let's see. We got a bogus. Okay, the correct answer is bogus. Well logicked, my logicers. Yeah, that one's bogus. Okay, here we go. Stan. Stan this is slang for a stalker type. In a sentence, it is that Addison is a real Stan. Does this sound correct? Does it? Does it sound radical? Or is it bogus? You tell me. Yes, I did see it in the text. Thank you, Caleb. Alrighty, Stan sounds like a creepy guy. So Jeremiah's going with radical. Caleb also says radical. Let's get a few more votes in there. Oh, Peach said radical. I missed it. And how can it be radical and Stan is bogus? What? Do you just mean you don't like Stan? Is that what you're getting at? You just the slang is radical, Landon, but Stan not so much. All right, guys, here we go. Correct answer is radical. Yeah, totally a real slang from the 2010s. Here we go. And poop. Apparently this is slang for popular on overall prettiness. She is straight poop. Hashtag poop. Is this a radical slang from some point in time, or is it bogus? You tell me. Poop, standing for popular on overall prettiness. Is popcorn an answer? Bogus, bogart, hungry. Hungry, not an answer. Popcorn, always the answer. And bogus. And one more vote. We'll take a fourth vote, and then we shall reveal the radical, bogus nature of poop. Probably radical for something, but not for this particular definition. All right. That will be our fourth and final answer. So we are going to go ahead and reveal it's bogus. All right, guys. Next one up is banks closed, meaning no kissing, no making out. No kissing, no making out. And in a sentence, it would be, sorry, babe, banks closed. What do you think? Is that bogus? Radical? Bogus? Also, extra credit if you think it's radical. When would they have said this? If you think it's bogus, why do you think it's bogus? All right. We've got a radical, a bogus, a radical, and two ews. Ew. Ew. Well, you know what, guys? Some teenagers do kiss. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, but I don't know why. And yeah, so therefore there is slang regarding kissing. This happens in real life, not just in games. I like that one guess is 100 years ago and the other guess is 20 years ago. But it sounds radical. All right, here we go. Banks closed. Is it bogus or radical? The answer is radical. Yes, this was actually said back in the 1920s, and it didn't die. It didn't die back then. I've actually heard this since. All right, guys, that is the end of the game. It is time to get back to choosing another game. If anyone has just joined us, we are playing some games together, and it has been quite fun so far. Let's cross out the one we've just now played. We've played Teen Slang, and we played How to Survive 2020. I think this next game will be our final game of the evening, and we'll have to save the rest for some other time. Sorry, guys. can't stay up all night. You know, there's like school in the morning and stuff. I haven't actually eaten dinner yet, so you know I too am hungry. All right, guys, here we go. Voting for game. Pick your favorite sounding one, since you really don't know what any of these are until we play them. All right, we've got a vote for 6, a vote for 7, a vote for 6. Jeremiah, you always win. Isn't that obvious? I thought you knew that by now. All right, pick your game. So far, there's 2 votes for number 6, which is Codebreaker. That is a Google allowed game. It's all about your speed Googling skills or vast trivial knowledge. Your choice. So we've got 2 votes for 6 and 1 for 7. No one else is voting. You guys can tip the vote right now. There's more of you who have not voted, and only 3 that have voted. Emojified movies is quite fun. All right, it is now a tie. And who hasn't voted? Lily hasn't voted, I think. Lily says 6 or 7. Dang it, Lily. How could you throw me under the bus like that? Okay, Peach. Okay. Whew, Peach. Just slow down there. Slow. Oh my gosh. Oh, the chat is spam. So much spam. So much. Emily, can you please tiebreaker us? What are we going to play? Are we going to play Codebreaker or Emojified Movies? All right. Emily, I'm going to flip a coin if you don't say something. Okay, I'm done. All right, guys, it's time to flip a coin. I think there's actually a dime on the floor right here, so I've got a dime. Okay, so heads is going to be number 6. Tails is going to be number 7. Here we go. It is tails. So that means we're playing game number 7, Emojified Movies. Emojified Movies. Here we go. Emojified Movies. This game is very interesting. If you've played it before, this is a new list of movies. I think we played a Christmas version of... Oh, thank you, Emily. Thank you. I think we played a Christmas version of this one. This is not Christmas ones. This is just random. And the idea is that we're going to show you a series of emojis, real emojis, and you have to try and deduce which movie is being described or hinted at from those emojis. And we're going to go with first correct answer. So it is a race to answer, and only one person is going to get credit. So even if you all know the answer, doesn't matter. You got to type it in faster, yo. That is how it go. Okay, here we go. First movie by emojis is this one. Jeremiah writes Karate Kid before we even start. He's just throwing movies at the wall. See what sticks. All right, guys, which movie is this? It ain't Karate Kid. It ain't The Princess Bride. It's The Little Mermaid. Jeremiah, do you have a real laptop keyboard in front of you? That might be an unfair advantage to all of those watching on touchscreens. Just saying. You may want to switch to touchscreen unless you want to just destroy the kids and make it not fun. Yeah. The fact that it was all lowercase makes me want to believe you. The correct answer is The Little Mermaid. Yes, of course. Okay, here we go. Next movie. You guys ready? Here we go. Ready? It is this one. You all know it. Fast thumbed. Is that a medical condition? Do you have like a note from your doctor regarding your fastness of thumbs? Ratatouille. All right. Oh, Caleb came in just a second too late. So close. And you know what? I'll take it if you can't spell. I don't care. This is all about speed. I'm not gonna judge you on spelling. The correct answer is Ratatouille, and that is how you spell it. You know what you guys can do too, if you're not as fast at the thumb typing, is you can just have the the mic button hit when I say next, and like you can say your answer and it'll type it for you. So, anyways, that's an option. Anyways, okay, here we go. Next movie by emojis is this one. Wait, I'm kind of like, how do I do that? There we go. It's this one. All right, and the answer that comes in first is I'm still holding my breath. There's like no answers. we just got question marks. Caleb doesn't know. No one knows. No one knows this one. I'm a little surprised. You really gotta puzzle it out there. There's meaning. There's meaning behind each emoji. It is Finding Nemo. Jeremiah totally got it. Good job. Finding Nemo. Did you like misspell the first time? You just double answer for no reason. Oh, yeah. It was a clownfish. Get it? Clownfish. Because there's no emoji for a clownfish. So you have to do it in two. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Okay. Next emoji movie is this one. Yeah, the clown was a pretty good misnomer. I like that. Okay, guys, what is this one? Kung Fu Panda. I'll take it, Caleb. I'll take it. There we go. Yeah, of course there's lag. That's why we have to play these kinds of games. We can't play platformers and thingies like that. So, it's too much lag. Sorry, I'm working off of hospital Wi-Fi here, okay? It is not the best. Wow. So, Caleb 1 point, Jeremiah 2 points, and the next movie to guess from the emojis is this one. What do you think it is? Yeah, just now. Kung Fu Panda, just now. They already said KFP. They got that answer. Giving them KFP. I think that was good. Good night, Caleb. This is our last game anyways. You got a point. You're on the board. Also, yes, noodles. Chote. Chote. What is chote? Bye. Seriously, what is chote? I don't know this. Charlotte. Yes, it is. Well done, Peach. It is Charlotte's Web. Charlotte is a hard word to spell. I will give you that. It's got a double in there. It's just not the O. So Charlotte looks funny. Abbreviations don't count. Why don't abbreviations count? Explain it to me, Jeremiah. And don't use abbreviations. Next up is this one. What movie is that? Emily gets it. It is Brave. Well done, Emily. Good job. Yes, it was the closest thing in an emoji you can get to an arrow in a target. It's a dart on a dartboard, and then girl and what was the other symbol? I don't even remember now. And a flag. I guess that's which country. I'm bad at flags. Anyways, yes, the answer is Brave. And next up is that one. What could it be? Jeremiah for the win. It's Tangled, everybody. Tangled. Well done. All right, this one's going to be a little trickier, okay? A little trickier. Here we go. Take a look at this. What could that mean? What could it mean? Also, possibly you've been noticing a theme in the list of movies. Maybe that will help you. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Good try there, Peach. You almost had it. You were second place. Not Karate Kid. What could it be? Emily gets it. It's Mulan. Well done. All right, moving on. Also, a little trickier. Here we go. It is this one. Some of these are really hard just because there's not like good emojis to express the major plot points or things in the title or anything like that. Sometimes there's just no good emojis, and so you really have to like reach for something that's gonna cut it. Oh, Jeremiah, you're so fast on the keys there, my friend. Beauty and the Beats. Yep, it's that famous Beatles album, actually, Beauty and the Beats. So it was a good one. It was like, I think it was only second to like the White Album as far as like sales go. Beauty and the Beats. All right, guys, here we go. I think this is going to be our last guess of the night. It is a hard one. I don't know who's going to get it. It's a real toss-up. Here we go. Whoosha. Beauty and the Beats. It's about a pretty girl and a rapper. Isn't that just like every Step Up movie? Isn't that what that is? Oh, I never watched them. Clearly. All right, guys. Final one of the evening. Isle of Dogs. No. Although, gotta admit, pretty good guess based on the material given. Pretty good guess. Ooh, I didn't think it'd be this hard. I knew it was gonna be hard. It's the last one, a little harder than the rest. It's not Bolt. Also a good guess. The third emoji doesn't make any sense for Bolt if you think about it. Doesn't make any sense for Bolt. The first two, it's not bad. Not bad. Got to incorporate every emoji if you want it to make sense. For Isle of Dogs, I would say the middle one doesn't really make a lot of sense. I mean, like, maybe there's a van in the movie, but it doesn't, like, feature in the movie, you know? Same deal. Same deal for Balto and Homeward Bound. Those are both good guesses. But, like, what the heck would that third emoji be in Homeward Bound? The cat is the devil? Is that a real movie? The cat is the devil? I hope that's not a movie. That sounds weird. Oh, gosh, what was that terribly weird movie? Oh, what was that, Emily? Okay, super campy, bad movie, hilarious to watch though, because of how ridiculously bad it is. There's a movie called A Talking Cat. That's a real movie. It got made. I don't know why. It is so bad it is funny. Okay, Isle of Dogs. That's a real movie. In Isle of Dogs, he means the cat is the devil. What? Oh, maybe. I don't know. It's not Balto. Sorry, Paige. Or Peach. Not Balto. Yep. A talking cat? Just the worst. The worst. Can't even express to you how bad. Alright, guys. We're going to have to, like, call it. I really thought someone would get this. You gotta have a dog. You gotta have a van. You gotta have... What's that third emoji? What could that be? If I give you dog and van and I tell you what the third one truly represents, it's going to be like downright obvious what this is. Okay, so here it is. This is your clue. Everyone gets the same clue at the same time. I hope you're all caught up on the stream. Here's your clues. It's dog, a van, and a monster mask. What has a dog, a van, and a monster mask? if it's not obvious, you probably just don't even know this is a movie. But I find that hard to believe. A little. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. It is not Milo Otis. Lily doesn't know. All right, guys, 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Not Secret Life of Pets. It is a Scooby-Doo. 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 Dog, van, monster mask. Come on. What else has a monster mask and a dog and a van? And the van actually features enough that you would use it in the emoji list. I mean, I guess it's not obvious. It's just, now you know it, though. Doesn't it kind of feel obvious? Little bit? All right. Anyways, that is it for tonight. Next week, we will finish out the games list. So invite some friends. We'll play through, let's see what's left on our games list here. If we take off Emojified Movies and we cross that out, we have left Which Town is Real, Sudden Death, Word Guess Scramble, Back to School Edition, Hua Bulan, and Codebreaker. So next week, play more games, be here. Maybe we'll change the time now that school started. I didn't really think about that because when we started, after all, there was like COVID and no school and it was summer anyways. So like, maybe after all should not be at 9 o'clock. Tell me if you agree in the chat. I'll check. And also, you can email me or text me later if you want. I love you guys. Have an amazing night. Get some rest. Have an amazing day tomorrow. I cannot wait to get to see you all again. Do another Friday Night Liberate when all the smoke clears out. So pray for the smoke to clear out. Just like last minute my mom's status, because if you haven't heard, my mom's in the hospital. That's why I'm down in Sacramento. She actually like got set up today by her physical therapists, and she held on to the little bed rail that's on the side of the hospital bed like the whole time she was sitting up, and her feet got to touch the ground, which is, I'm sure, very cool for her. And like her blood pressure didn't spike. She didn't look dizzy. You know, like those are all good things. And yeah, like it was pretty cool. Like they said, here, grab this thing, and she like grabbed it. So that was pretty cool because that's more than she's done so far. So very cool stuff. Anyways, I love you guys. I miss you. I hope to see you sometime soon. And yeah, that's it for tonight. I'll see you guys later.